One of the most important decisions to make in life is the choice of a career path, as it determines how you make impact in life and the marketplace. There's a point in a man's life where this all-important decision must be made. At this point, he needs mentors who will guide him in the choice of a career. Catch Them Young is a platform where teenagers and young adults are exposed to practicing professionals who will guide them in the choice of a career. My name is Praise Shogbade, and I am delighted to be your host. This is Divine TV, where we enrich souls through the gospel of Christ. In the studio today, we have a social media marketing strategist. He will be answering all our questions on what it takes to venture into this profession, the challenges as well as the prospects in this profession. His name is Agbono Odunayo. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for choosing to do this with us. Thank you for
choosing
to enlighten us, because I'm very sure that this is not really a popular career path.
Yeah.
So those watching right now are probably wondering, what is social media marketing strategy? So I would like us to start with that. Just give a description of what this career is about in the simplest term possible.
All right. Social media marketing strategy is under social media marketing.
Okay.
Social media marketing is online, under digital marketing. You can also call digital marketing online marketing.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So for those watching us right now, because they are youngsters, they are from ages 13 to probably 22. Okay. They are wondering, if I decide to choose this profession, for example, the way you've described it, it's something that they're interested in. If I decide to venture into this profession, what would I do as a social media strategist? What do you do as a social media strategist?
As a social media strategy, you make brands, firms, organizations, public figures visible to the public, to their target audience.
Okay.
If you're running a business, you need to find your target audience and advertise to them. So this is what I do. I make brands and business visible to their target audience.
So it's more like advertising and marketing.
Exactly.
So what do you have to study to be a social media marketing strategist?
Yeah, there are courses on universities outside Nigeria and in Nigeria.
Okay.
You study social media itself.
Okay.
You study social media marketing itself. You study digital marketing. You study online marketing.
Okay, let's narrow it down to Nigeria, because we are in Nigeria.
Yeah, in Nigeria.
And we need it to be as relatable as possible.
Yeah.
So for Nigerian students watching us right now, because we have other students watching us, but for Nigerian students watching us right now, what are the courses or maybe related courses?
Yeah, in Nigeria, there are some notable universities in Nigeria that they take social media marketing itself as a course.
Okay.
And online marketing as a course to BSBI, Business Studies and Business Institute in Ikeja.
Okay.
It's like they take the course too. That's if you want to do it. And online too, you can take a 6 months program course on social media marketing.
To be a social media marketing strategist. Okay, so how did you decide to study? How did you decide to be a social media marketer? Is this something that you've always wanted to do? Because growing up, this is not a profession that you get to hear about. This is what. So how did you come about becoming one?
I was forced to it. Let me use the word forced to it, because I'm actually an MC, a public speaker. I'm a compere. I speak for a living, but I wanted to make my brand visible. I wanted to meet my target audience. Because I don't just charge anyhow. Okay. I want to make. So on meeting a digital marketer and online marketer, please, I want you to help me. I need a PR for my business. And the guy called one ridiculous price, like 500,000. I was like, what? Just for visibility? And he said, yeah. So I had to go look for. I just decided to just go to Google and let me see about what this really means. And one of the slides came digital marketing. So I decided to just go a video, just 3-minute video. I went for the video, and later I had to continue the course. Then later I had to know that there's social media strategy as a course itself. There's social media marketing strategy.
Okay.
And that's how I started it.
So it was a personal thing. You started it for yourself.
For myself, for my business actually.
Okay, and now you do it for
others. And now I do it for others.
Wow, and you don't charge ridiculously.
No. I do it for my fellow MCs.
All right, thank you very much. So what are the career opportunities in this field? Is it just handling social media accounts?
Yeah.
Can you work in 9 to 5?
Yeah, you can work in 9 to 5.
How?
Because digital marketers are being employed in companies, big PRs, big people are wanting to meet their target audience, and they are making use of digital marketers, social media marketing strategists to meet their target audience. So you can work in 9 to 5. I have friends that are doing it, but I do it as a freelancer.
Okay.
I am not restricted by time. I can do it anytime I like. So I can do it anytime.
Okay, personally, as someone who is in this profession, how well do you think your profession is appreciated in Nigeria?
Social media marketing strategy is appreciated by those that really need it. Because businesses, when you look at big businesses in Nigeria, you see ads, even on going online on social media, you see ads, you see so many things. And so big brands are actually wanting to use ads, they are wanting to use social media marketing strategists for their business. So I think it's very appreciated. It's very appreciated by those that really know it. Yeah. It's not for everybody.
Those who know it or those who need it?
Those who need it. Those who want it.
So how about those people who actually need it but don't know they need it? Because we have brands out there who need someone to handle their social media accounts, because there are a lot of people that sell nowadays. A lot of people sell nowadays. People who run boutiques have online stores. So you hear things like, I have a store on site and I have a store online. There are some people who have strictly online stores. They sell online. So they do their thing themselves, and people complain a lot about low sales and all that. So they do not know that they need. So how would you convince a business owner, for example, that he needs you? He needs your profession to work for him. How would you convince
First
them?
off, to lame business owners, there are ads we do. There are IG page, there are social media accounts. Do
they have to run those things themselves?
When we run ads, we're bringing, hi, I can help you manage your page. I can help you reach your target audience. So when we run the ads, almost everybody is saying it. So when I said those who need it, they will message you that, oh, please, we need you to help us do this. And I think there's a time we need to start enlightening business owners about the need, because everything is going digital, everything is going online, the need to reach their target audience. Not everybody will advertise your product, nobody will market you, everybody will need you. So you need to really meet your target audience and their strategy to use. So this is why you need strategy, social media strategy.
This is why they need you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very, very much for that. So as a social media strategist, practicing, how long have you been practicing for?
Yeah, this year will be my 4th year. I started 2018.
Wow.
2018.
And how has the journey been so far?
Thank God. Thank God. It's not been easy.
Okay.
I cannot lie. There's no business that is been smooth. It's not been easy. There are times you run ads and you have low visibility. There are times you run ads and it looks like, wow, you're doing magic. So they are always up and downs, and I will bless God. But we have more profits and productivity.
So what were the challenges you faced while starting out as a social media strategist?
You know, there's nothing new you're starting that you will not always fail in.
Okay.
The ability to skip failure, consistency. When I started, I wasted some money. It's mine. So I wasted money, the demographic of my target audience, I could not meet them. I was targeting ages from 18 to 20. Those people might not really buy from you, unlike business that existed for like 30 years. And their CEOs are always at the high age. So ability to really know the demographic and their interests and their age and their location. So I was able to, with time, I started personal development, I took courses, I paid for classes, and by now, I think God has been...
Do you have mentors you look up to in this profession?
Yeah, they are mentors. When you go on Instagram, you see Think Digitals, you see Bami brands.
We'll go on a short break, and when we are back, we will continue with our discourse. Stay with us. Enjoy inspirational, informative, and soul-lifting Christian programs such as Christian Parenting and Homefront, Light After Darkness, Fulfilling the Mandate, Kids and Bible, Movies Review, Shepherd's Spouse, Kingdom Stars, Teens Perspectives, My Next Gospel Event, and lots more on Divine Television. Download Divine TV mobile app on Google Play Store or watch on our YouTube channel. You can also visit www.tvdivine.net. Divine TV, enriching souls through the gospel of Christ. Welcome back. This is still Catch Them Young live on Divine TV, where we enrich souls through the gospel of Christ. In the studio today, we still have Agbono Odunayo, a social media marketing strategist, talking to us on all his profession entails, what it means to venture into the profession, the prospects, as well as the challenges. Welcome back once again. So before we went on a break, we were talking about the challenges in your profession and the challenges you faced, growing up as a social media strategist. All right, so how would you talk to teenagers and young adults watching right now who are wondering, what skills do they have to develop if they want to do this? It's best you understand what you are going into before you eventually go into it. So for someone who says he or she wants to be a lawyer, you have to tell the person, you have to be able to speak well, you have to read wide and all that. And then for journalists, you have to say they have to be curious. Those are like necessary skills if you must succeed in that profession. So for someone who wants to succeed as a social media marketing strategist, what skills would they need to survive in the industry?
You don't really need more skills like that. You need to understand what marketing entails.
Okay.
You need to understand sales. You need to understand target audience of each product and services you are delivering to. You need to have few understanding about graphics. Because if you have a graphic designer and the person is not that, there are times you just want to do something very fast. So instead of waiting or depending on a graphic designer, it's something you can just easily do and push immediately, even if you are working for a brand. There are times an idea will just come to you. You just have to be very creative. You need to think wide, because at times you need to work on graphics. That graphic is very, very important. You need to work on graphics. You need to know about graphics at least. So
thank you very much. So you said that you don't really need much skills, but actually you've outlined more skills. I feel like you need much skills because, graphics is not something, graphics designing is a profession on its own. Really, we have people who do graphics designing full-time. I understand what you mean. Sometimes you have to just, in order not to rely on someone and get disappointed, right?
The graphics I'm talking about is not the eye demographic graphics. They are test graphics.
Okay.
Graphics that can be inviting. When you run ads, you need to get something that will grab attention. Something like 5 ways to make your first millions. Don't do this until you see this.
Okay.
So there are some graphics you just need to do and
So you are the guys that do that.
Yeah,
that do that to us. Because sometimes you see these things.
That's how we do it.
But sometimes I feel like there's an abuse. Because sometimes the contents don't really have anything to do with the graphics. So what do you have to say about that to defend you?
Not everybody is a professional when it comes to, not everybody is a professional in some field.
Okay.
Some people just read some things online and they want to quickly put it into practice.
Okay.
But if you know what you are doing, this thing, you're putting in a lot of money, you're putting in energy, you're putting in time, and you don't want it to waste. So you need to grab attention. You need leads. You need to grab attention of people.
But in grabbing attention, let me just put it lie in quotes, because sometimes you see it's more like clickbait. Okay, they need views, they need people to check out what they are doing. So you see something you are interested in, something you think you are interested in, because when you eventually click, you realize that this is not a content I'm interested in. So you see someone just say something like how to make your first millions, and they're talking about something like childbirth. It happens. So people do that and they just say it's to get attention, and it gives them the views that they want.
Later, there's this, social media is more or less relative.
Okay.
When you click at a video, the first 3 views and people are just leaving, automatically it won't be taken to the next. It won't be taken. It might even be brought down after so many reports.
Okay, so people are able to report the post and such things
you can report posts.
down.
Some people hide posts immediately. Some people just swipe it and go. So all these things are relatable. When you notice even on IG, on some of the social media, when you notice that you tap a picture of baby too much, when you go to the explore, what you see is baby.
Yes,
so these things are relative. They're relative. It's not something you just do like that.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, so we understand that this is a digital course and we are actually in a digital age. Everybody understands that right now. The world is global.
Yeah.
Someone said the world is a global village. Yeah. So we understand that, but in Nigeria, one thing we also know for sure in Nigeria is that we don't have much online courses. For example, abroad we have a lot of courses because they understand that this is the digital age. A lot of things are going online. Yeah. So they've brought in a lot of online courses. They've introduced it into their curriculum. So what can you say as someone who practices this profession, and of course you want other people to come into the profession? It needs to even be popular, because people need to understand that you don't just have a social media account.
Yeah.
You don't just run because you have an organization. You don't just say, okay, somebody, just tell your secretary to open an Instagram handle. They need to understand how it works and all that. So as someone who needs your profession to grow, what do you have to say about the fact that the Nigerian system is not really encouraging it in our universities?
Nigerian system is not really encouraging online education itself.
Okay.
Because we are not really encouraging technology per se when it comes to online stuff like this. Because look at cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
There is a time we had it banned, and so yes, I think with time, knowledge comes with time. With time, we got to know that okay, we need to start putting. But the good news is we still have some academics online. We have an institute in Ikeja, Digital Marketing Academy. They run online classes. So with time, the next 2 years to come, we're going to see development.
We just don't know if that particular academy is government owned.
No, it's private.
Do you feel that the government should do more of this, should have more of this academy that's government owned? Because I believe that if something is private, the more expensive it is. Yeah. People generally have that knowledge. Once you just tell them this is a private school, they'll say, I can't afford it. Do you understand? But if the government can work hand in hand, even with these private institutions, to ensure that, okay, this is more, it is cheaper for people to, go into, because I'm sure that a lot of people want to do this. They say that there is no job outside. Recently, I was at a conference where a government official said, there are no jobs. Youth should embrace skill acquisition, learn how to sew, learn how to do this. A government official said that, and he's not the first person to say it. So they know that we don't have jobs outside. Now people are beginning to embrace online jobs, and this is so do you think that they should do more of having such an academy, government owned, or do you think that it shouldn't be independent? They should just bring it into our universities?
I feel like it should bring you to Nigerian universities. But the problem we have in Nigeria is once you have a course in university, we have several people running into it. And thereby abusing the space when it comes to labor market. Well, let's assume we have like 100 organizations that want to make use of digital marketers or social media strategists, and we're having like 5,000 graduates per year. So imagine stuff like that. They will just find themselves stranded at the end of the day. So even when we have an online course, we have a skill acquisition, we have a private, governments can still, but when they do it, they should just empower. When you introduce a course to a university, let there be an empowerment backing it. If there's an empowerment.
How many youths would the government be able to empower at the same time?
But at least it will be better than doing nothing. Because
we have a lot of people studying law, a lot of people studying medicine. I'm not sure they have empowerment schemes for them. So why should they have for? What makes digital marketing so special? Exactly.
because even governments, they're making use of social media strategies.
Okay.
When you go online, when you go to IG, go to YouTube, go to Twitter, you still see ads from government handles. You see, they are trying to meet their even look, election is coming, and you see politicians making use of this to online campaigns and everything. True. So the government should. There are many reasons why you should just use stores like this, because it's online. With time, we'll be spending money that we are not even going out. We'll be spending banking and everything.
All right, so we have parents watching the show right now.
Okay.
Because I'm sure some parents wouldn't want to leave their teenagers to just. Most teenagers and even children, of course, need to be supervised on what they watch online. So some parents are supervising their children watching right now, and most times when a parent says, I want my child to do this, sometimes you realize that they want their children to do that because there is money in the profession. So how would you tell a parent right now that this thing that I want your child to do, there is money in it?
The truth is there is money in it. If you're doing it freelancing, you can work with several organizations. That's if you're doing it freelancing, you can work with several organizations and you can charge your money. I know graphic designers that charge as high as 100,000 per graphics.
Per graphic.
And if you're now, imagine you're now doing it for, you're doing arts for like 70 or as, okay, let's say it starts with 15 organizations and you're charging for it. But if you are restricting yourself as a job that I'm working under this organization, you might not see money as much as when you're doing it as a freelancer.
So you advise teenagers and young adults to do it as
a freelancer. Yeah.
So it gives room for them to practice other professions.
Other professions.
So what do you practice outside this?
I'm a compere. I'm a graphic designer. I do painting. There are so many other things I do, but focusing and what I focus is being a compere and also this
social media marketing, which you use for your brand.
For my brand,
also.
Yeah.
So what did you study? Let's narrow it down to you now.
I studied industrial chemistry.
Okay, that's why you're a freelancer.
Yeah, I graduated from Adekunle Ajashin University. Yeah.
Okay. You don't practice industrial chemistry?
Yeah, I practice it.
Okay, I'm asking because not everybody who is watching right now are at the point where they need to choose. Some people have chosen.
Okay.
But as a result of what you are saying, they probably find it interesting and they want to go into it. So they need to know, is all hope lost? You know, because some people are studying something totally unrelated. So how do they get into this profession?
There's this thing about, if this profession is so flexible to everybody, no matter what you studied or what you're studying, you can see it depends on what your mind depends on your mind. If you're focused and determined, oh, I love this thing, I want to go to it.
Okay.
You can do it. There are courses online. There are 6 months courses. There are 7 months, 12 months courses you can go into, and then you schedule your time. Before you know it, it's social media strategy. The consistency is just what is.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll go on a short break right now, and when we are back, we will discuss more on what it takes to be a social media strategist. Stay with us. Enjoy inspirational, informative, and soul-lifting Christian programs such as Christian Parenting and Homefront, Light After Darkness, Fulfilling the Mandate, Kids and Bible, Movies Review, Shepherd's Spouse, Kingdom Stars, Teens Perspectives, My Next Gospel Event, and lots more on Divine Television. Download Divine TV mobile app on Google Play Store or watch on our YouTube channel. You can also visit www.tvdivine.net. Divine TV, enriching souls through the gospel of Christ. Welcome back. This is still Catch Them Young on Divine TV. In the studio today, we still have Agbono Odunayo, a social media marketing strategist, talking to us about his profession, what it takes to practice social media marketing strategy. Welcome back once again.
Thank you.
All right, so before we went on a break, we were talking about social media marketing strategy, how you can be a freelancer in this profession, and how you can also streamline yourself to a particular organization. And then you also advised to be a freelancer so that you can practice.
Yeah, so you can, in case you are into another profession already and you want to branch into social media.
So this is actually one profession that allows you to practice other things. It's not really a jealous profession.
It's not jealous. It's not jealous. But with time, you know when you are making your money, you automatically you just focus on one. Exactly.
All right. Thank you very much. Right now, I'll need you to pitch for your career. This is a very interesting aspect of this discussion because this is, I always look forward to it. This is the point where you have to tell those watching us right now how important your career is. What would the world be like without social media strategists?
Okay. I think business online will not thrive without us because they need us to meet their target audience. And if you are not employing a social media strategist, you are not employing a digital marketer or an online marketer, then what's the essence of your business? So aside being a business, if you're a public figure, you're a brand, and you need to reach your target audience, even a popular artist, they are making use of it, they are running ads and everything. So you might not, the essence of online marketing is just useless. So business online is, what's the essence of business when you're not running, when you're not doing advertisements, you're not meeting your clients, you're not making sales. So without us, you might not make sales.
Okay.
You might not make sales.
You might.
Yeah.
You might make sales, you might not make sales.
When I say sales are in levels.
Okay.
When I say you make sales, this is sales. You know you are making millions, billions according to your time. So you might not make sales. I'm still right.
All right. Thank you very much for that. So what advice would you give to youngsters who want to venture into this profession? I'm sure that from the mistakes, you definitely made mistakes when you got into this profession. So how would you advise them to avoid the mistakes that you made? What advice would you give to them? One of
the things I would advise, get a mentor instead.
Okay.
Get a mentor instead. When you get a mentor, you are saving time. Number of times you used to make mistakes with growling and a mentor will direct you on what to go. So you are eating so many things at a time. Even if you have studied online and you've went to courses, and you still need to get a mentor to help you because there's no feed that is so sweet or smooth like that. So you need to get someone who has the experience already to help you because there's money in everything and you have mentors.
All right, thank you very much. So for someone who wants to take courses in digital marketing generally, because you said that social media marketing is like a branch of digital marketing. So does it mean that every digital marketer understands, for someone who did digital marketing generally, can they decide to go into social media marketing?
Yes. What happened is digital marketing itself is a very wide course.
Very wide. Yeah.
So it's not something you say you want to cover like that. Under digital marketing, we still have affiliate marketers trying to branch into it. We have social media. We have search engines, we have email sales, we have email marketing, we have so many things. We have ads, we have getting leads and everything. So you just need to focus on one. Social media marketing, you run ads on Instagram, run e-commerce ads, you run YouTube ads, you run Twitter ads, Facebook ads, and you're making your cool money.
Wow, thank you very much. So you said that in order to succeed in this field, they have to get mentors and to focus.
Yeah.
Right. So talking about the place of mentorship, are you open to mentoring the next generation of digital marketers?
Of course, I'm open to mentoring when you have your money.
When you have, that's like basically paying you to teach them.
Yeah, that's how mentors do.
That's how mentors do.
That's the truth.
Okay.
A mentor will not get a mentee that is not productive or not useful.
Okay.
I may not be able to mentor you for free.
Okay.
You
may.
I may, depending on the relationship, and when I see that this guy he has a promise from sure, he's very serious, and sure I may. But if I don't think I will be able to do it for free because that's where money lies there too. Mentor collect money before they hire me.
No problem, free or not free. The point is that you are open to mentoring the next generation. So if they want to reach out to you on social media, on what platforms can they reach out to you?
My ads account is everything ads _ My compare account is at MCEE Praise, or microphone god _.
Microphone God.
_
All right. Thank you very, very much once again. So for the teenagers and young adults watching us right now who are actually our audience, I'm sure they've learned a lot from everything that you have said. So we'll be wrapping up. We'll be wrapping up right now. But before then, what career opportunities do we have in this field? Because talking about social media marketing now, you have said that it is a branch of digital. So definitely it has already been streamlined. So it means that digital marketers can practice as social media marketers, but social media marketers can't really practice in the other branches.
Yeah.
So if I'm a social media marketing strategist, it means that all I can do is to manage or to market on social media. That's all about the profession.
Yeah, it's not that that's all about the profession.
Okay.
If you restrict yourself to being a social media marketing strategist, that's where you're going to find yourself. Okay. There are some social media marketing strategists that work as affiliate marketers, some work as digital marketers. You know, it depends on how you expose yourself. You are not exposing yourself. You focus that, okay, I want to be working on your art issues, your art account. I want to be helping you with your art alone. That's where you're going to find yourself. But you are a digital marketer, you can work for companies. They can sit you down, okay, this is a deal. They sign endorsement deals for digital marketers. You are working for us for 3 years, working for us for 3 years. Yeah. We'll take 5 million, take 50 million for this particular time.
Now, concerning what you just said about endorsements, I was going to ask if a digital marketer is to work with a brand.
Okay.
Is there like a contract signed? Because if you're working with a brand, there has to be like a timeline, right? So is it that you work with them per project, or you work with them on a yearly basis?
As a freelancer, I work by project.
Per project.
Let me run ads for you for this particular time.
All right.
A 7-week ads, and they pay my money.
Wow, that's nice. Thank you very much. I'm sure that we've been, in fact, personally, I have been enlightened. Okay. I've seen that digital marketing is something that we all need. Anyone who is serious with their brand online needs a digital marketer. And if you don't want to pay a digital marketer, you just need to take courses and learn it. But considering the amount of time that you will need to learn, you'd rather just focus on your brand. All right, thank you so much for doing this with us once again. We've been enlightened. Thank you. This is still Catch Them Young on Divine TV, where we enrich souls through the gospel of Christ. Today we've learned what it takes to be a social media marketing strategist. So if you are watching right now and you want to venture into that profession, you can reach out to Agbono or Odunayo on his social media platforms. And if you are watching right now and you feel that this profession is not for you, there are other shows coming up where we will have other professionals. So stay tuned. You can follow us on all our social media platforms at Divine TV. Also download our mobile app on Google Play Store or subscribe to our YouTube channel at Divine TV. I'll see you next time.